perfectly clear records about who wrote this song, but one of the most widely accepted origin stories is that it was written by a slave woman named Sarah Hannah Shepherd. She was in Mississippi and she had a newborn baby girl, and she found out that she had been sold and was being sent to Tennessee away from her daughter. This journey was most likely a death sentence for her because the conditions of travel were just horrifying and dangerous. And so she made a plan to kill both herself and her baby to avoid that fate. From Folk Song of the American Negro by John Wesley Work, it says, "An old mammy, seeing the terrible expression on her face and hearing these words, read her intentions. In love, she laid her dear old hand upon the shoulder of the distressed mother and said, 'Don't you do it, honey, wait. Let the chariot of the Lord swing low, and let me take one of the Lord's scrolls and read it to you.' Then, making a motion as if reaching for something and unrolling it, she read, 'God's got a great work for this baby to do. She's going to stand before kings and queens. Don't you do it, honey.' The mother was so impressed with the words of the old mammy that she gave up her fell design and allowed herself to be taken off down into Mississippi, leaving her baby behind." And this is just a horrible story. It's heartbreaking. But even in the midst of her horror, God was working. Her baby girl's name was Ella Shepherd, and she grew up to be a founding member and then the director of the Fisk University Singers. And under her direction, the Fisk University Singers performed for Queen Victoria. So the prophecy came true. "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot" quickly became a very famous song. It was a favorite of Harriet Tubman and frequently used in her work on the Underground Railroad. There were code words inside, so when the slaves heard this song, it was a cue to prepare them to leave. They knew that a band of angels, their rescuers, were swinging low, coming down south to take them home, take them away to freedom. Let this song be a reminder for us that no matter how dark our circumstances are, there is hope because God is always working, even in the midst of our deepest pain. And at the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. In his name, all oppression shall cease. Swing